You know what that is? That's me patting myself on the back for creating the buzz for Spider-Man No Way Home. No, I'm kidding. um, Near $600 million across the world, over $200 million over here in the U.S., where they get the most money from. Um, yeah, it's quite an achievement that this movie made, and they did it all without China. That was the main thing that got me. I was like, okay, so in my mind when I was on Monday when I saw this, I didn't even think about other countries really. I just assumed that the movie would release worldwide and like a legit worldwide, but without any kind of controversy. I just assumed it. I didn't go in there thinking, "Hey, hey, maybe it'll be released here and not here." I wasn't thinking that one. I was thinking when I saw it there. The main thing I thought when I saw it Monday, I was thinking, will this movie be cool? And it was cool in a lot of ways. There was some good surprises in there that wasn't released on the internet, that kind of stuff there. So I was very happy about that one. That was the main thing. What kind of surprise you're gonna have in store for it? How will the audience react to it? Will it be post-credit scenes or just one scene? Will it be cool? Will it be worthless? That kind of stuff. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about worldwide stuff. I was thinking about worldwide only today when I saw this article from Deadline. And essentially, that this movie was banned for some reason in China for no reason. There's a little thing over there you can see on the side of it. Spider-Man No Way Home banned in China, and essentially it said that it was banned for no reason. Didn't give any. And this is not the first time that a Marvel slash Disney property per se has been banned, and Sony as well, been banned in China, and they don't give a reason why. Well, the reason why Venom was Part Two was banned in China was because of the relationship between the symbiote and the host, kind of like a LGBTQ kind of thing. I can kind of understand where they're coming from if that's their agenda and they don't want that kind of stuff in their thing. That's one thing, but like direct, like speaking as like a former director myself, you didn't have to put that in your movie. Like a love relationship between the two things. We all know, like we as viewers know, that Venom is an alien and Eddie Brock, of course, is a human. But they don't love each other like they want to like make out and kiss and have babies. That's not the case. It's more like a bro kind of love thing. It's a bro thing. Yo, you got my back? Yeah, I got your back, man. Bam. That's the kind of bro love. Maybe China doesn't understand that because like I got boys in my life per se that like like they say go, I go. If I say go, they go. We get down. We do like the fist thing. Let's get it done. Like I stay stop, I say stop, they stop, I say go, you go, that kind of stuff there. You'll go in the corner, split up there, go that way there. Like kind of army stuff there. Like I got people like that, and so like ride or die kind of guys. So like in this movie, I was thinking like Venom is more like a bro thing. Like I think in this movie they stepped over the boundary a little bit there by using the word love or something like that. Like it was kind of like implied, I think, in the movie that they were getting kind of close there. The whole tongue thing was kind of getting kind of into another category here. Um, Carnage and Cassie didn't have that at all. They didn't have any kind of loving thing at all. It was like a hate thing kind of thing, love hate thing, but not love at all really. And when I saw that, I was thinking like, okay, cool. But in Venom Let There Be Carnage, I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going a little bit more into that one. It wasn't just like one scene or two scenes. It was quite a bit of Let There Be Carnage when it was like alluding to like the symbiote needing Eddie Brock's love. And because he didn't get Eddie Brock's love, he split. It was alluding to that kind of thing. But that's me as an adult. I'm 100% sure, like, a young teenager would not understand that kind of stuff there. But that's the thing. The movie was made for adults because they had the middle finger in there, a little bit of swearing, raves, parties, and drugs, things like that. There, it was made more or less for adults. So I don't understand why they put that kind of stuff in a movie that was PG-13. If you want to go R, go R. Like have them bite things off there, blood splattering everywhere there, F bombs everywhere. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? But Spider-Man, No Way Home, it's geared for the entire family. But I was perfectly fine with Doctor Strange saying, "Let's Scooby-Doo this crap" in the trailer. I had zero issue with it. I have no reason. I have no reason. I can't think of a possible reason why they needed to have him say the shit word in the actual movie. I have no reason why. No reason. Just a flex. I have no idea why he needed to say shit in the movie. Scooby-Doo this crap is fine. Let's Scooby-Doo this crap. That's perfectly fine. Same fucking thing, without being overly offensive. But you need to do that one. Like you said, like today, like nowadays, like you say, like, yo, I want to fuck you so hard. Instead of saying that nowadays, you gotta say, yo, I want to smash. That's the same thing. But in the action movie, you say you want to like drill our holes a little bit more. No, smash. Everyone gets that nowadays. Well, if you're under 30, you get that. Well, yeah, I get it. I'm over 30 anyway. I want to smash. Like all you gotta do, look at a girl, guy nowadays, look them up and down and see like, I want to smash. You know what I'm saying? I want to get down. Say some. Yeah, it's funnier if you don't use the intense swear words. It's funnier that way. Like someone says "fuck you," you say "fuck them back." That's funny. But if someone says like "screw you" and you say "fuck you back," that's not the same. Not the same at all. So let me go back to this whole Venom and Spider-Man thing. So Venom in the post-credit scene, he was doing that thing in the bar. And then a piece of Venom got stuck in the bar, and then that's how Venom, the symbiote, is going to go into the MCU. It's pretty obvious from that point on, because in the comic version, or in the Spider-Man, the 90s version of Spider-Man, the goo came from space like on an alien spacecraft. It essentially hitched a ride on an alien spacecraft back to Earth. And because a similar situation there, Eddie Brock's symbiote, Venom, left a little piece of him from another dimension, and that piece of another dimension is now on Earth. Similar. Very, very similar to how Venom did this thing. So, if that Venom finds Tom Holland's Peter Parker, it can make a new story, that kind of stuff there. But the thing with the symbiote was, the interesting thing about the symbiote and the black suit Spider-Man and everything like that is the same thing that happened in the Sam Raimi movie, where the Venom makes Peter, or Spider-Man, what do you want to call him, more arrogant about things because he believes he can do anything. And that fucks up his relationship with Mary Jane. And MJ, in this current timeline, you probably already said the movie by now, MJ is no longer with Tom Holland because of the whole mind wipe thing. And that begs an issue when it comes to the Venom storyline. The issue with the Venom storyline is that it messes up his relationships because he's a different personality. His charisma is all out of whack. It's like the red kryptonite from Superman. It's not the same Superman. It's evil. He doesn't give a fuck. It's different Superman at all. So like, it's different. So like, now that Peter, Tom Holland, doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have Happy Hogan. He doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have Tony. He has nobody. How would a black suit in the next movie mess with his relationships when he has no one? He has no Uncle Ben. He has no Aunt May. He has nobody. Maybe the next movie will be called Home Alone because he has nobody there, bro. Spider-Man Home Alone. He literally has no one left now. Dr. Strange doesn't know who he is. Nobody knows who Peter Parker is Spider-Man. They have no recollection of Peter Parker ever existing, really. They just know, like, okay, you show your face to them, and then you introduce yourself, that could do it again. But literally, he has nothing, bro. He has nothing, bro. So, I'm interested to see where it goes from here with Tom Holland signs the contract again, that kind of stuff there. So, like, I also read before this kind of thing, I started this video, I read that Tom Holland was thinking about not doing any more Spider-Man anymore. in his words, he thinks that someone else younger would be apropos to take up the mantle of Spider-Man. He didn't say he wouldn't do it for selfish reasons. He just thought that someone younger could do the role, and he can step out and do his own thing. But he didn't say that last part. He just said someone else could do the job. My personal opinion that Tom Holland will definitely resign. Just do it one more time because each movie takes about 2 years to do. So he'll probably be like 28-ish when it's all said and done. Which is, that's fine. He can still do Peter Parker because Peter Parker's, older guy, more mature, more adult stuff there. Remember, this Peter Parker, this Spider-Man, Tom Holland, has gone through a lot of things. He's gone with the Avengers, he's gone to space there, he's met other Spider-Man, other creatures from other dimensions. This Spider-Man has went through a lot, So, like, this could be the quote-unquote ultimate Spider-Man because he's gone through more than the other Spider-Man. I say do one more contract of three more films and end it there, and end it with a bang. Of course, to maybe have all the other Avengers and every other one from the MCU, like Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, that kind of stuff. To maybe get some Fantastic Four in there, some X-Men in there, like a really big gigantic send off for the final hurrah of Tom Holland. So and this Spider-Man, of course. So that's what he should do. One final one. Make sure it's really good. Make sure the story beats are just as good as the ones from the first three movies. It'll be all good there. I think they can do a good job. Just one more because he's still relatively young. Can do other things when he gets older. So just give the character a good farewell because he's the best Peter Parker that we all know. We all know he's the best Peter Parker. We all know from the first time we saw him. I remember seeing Tom Holland, and I think it was Infinity War or Civil War. And I was like, the first time I saw him, I was like, that kid's Peter Parker. I didn't hear him speak. I didn't know anything, but that kid's like Peter Parker, and he was Peter Parker. Because I think in that movie it said Queens, and then it went to Tony in his apartment. I'm like, that kid is like Peter Parker. Like, yep, that's Peter Parker, right? Because in the trailer at the time, it was only Spider-Man in the trailer. We didn't see his face, but that kid, Tom Holland, looks like Peter Parker to me. Because I read the comic book, I looked at the series, Spider-Man 90s when I was a kid and everything like that. That guy, Tom Holland, looked like Peter Parker to me, and he was. I was like, that's great. Andrew Garfield did not. Tobey Maguire, pretty good. But Tom Holland, 100% looked like Peter. And now that Peter's grown, more adult or more experienced there, we can see what happens with him. Because the other movies there, it kind of cut off recently. Now that everyone in the world, legit in the world, knows and loves Tom Holland as Spider-Man, we can do more movies with him. So I think it should sign and get that points thing that Grace Reynolds was talking about there, where he gets a cut of the box office gross on top of his salary. So that will make him a very, very rich man. So that's it for now. Clack off.